consultant.
Welcome to the Joshua Show. I'm Joshua. We have Corey with us right now. Before we get into our topic today, I want to say a little something. RIP to my good friend that's been good to me since I started the show. His name is Terry Toulis. Could we have a moment of silence? Okay, so now I have actually a question for I can't do this, but I'm sorry. I have a question for Corey. So Corey, try not to look at my paper. What do you do for work, and tell us about HBGC and what is your mission?
Yeah, good question. Thanks, Josh. HBGC stands for the Hispanic Black Gay Coalition, and so what I do basically is run an organization to serve the Black and Latino LGBT community here in Boston. And we do that in a variety of ways. So we offer support groups to help people come out the closet or to better connect with the community. And then we also offer programs to help people develop as leaders in the community as well. In addition to that, we just do events around the clock for the city to raise the visibility of Black and Latino LGBT people and to let people know what our experiences are like.
Okay, another question. So tell everybody about the different programs you have in HBGC.
Sure. We have a number of leadership development programs, so I'll start there. One is our New Leaders Institute, which is a program just for youth under 25. And that program puts youth through a series of trainings, everything from event planning to Trans 101 to how to engage elected officials. And so once the participants complete these series of trainings, they work together to plan an event in the community about something that they're passionate about. So that's one of our programs. We have another program called the TLC crew, which is very similar to the New Leaders Institute, but it's for survivors of violence, particularly domestic violence. So these survivors go through a program that's designed to help them heal, but also give back to their community. So, those are two examples of programs that we have going on right now.
Another questions. I was looking through your website and I happened to see Boston Pride. How was that?
It was good. It was good. We march in Boston Pride every year, and it's actually something I look forward to every year because we are one of very few groups of color that you see in the parade, and so it's always fun to see people's faces light up when we pass them by, especially like little kids who are Black and Latino, to all of a sudden see someone who looks like you in the parade and to see them get so excited. That's one of my favorite parts of doing the parade every year. And so we did that back in June. So it was fun.
Do you have any questions for me? Like, I don't like you.
No, it's cool. I like that you're wearing a T-shirt today, so I just wanted to thank you for that. So I'm curious if I could ask you a question. What do you like about our organization, or what made you, want me to be here today?
Ooh, tough question. Can you repeat the question one more time?
Sure. So what is it that you like about our organization?
About your organization? Well, I had worked for, I was doing a lot of the sending emails to people, reaching out about the youth conference. But what I liked about the youth conference, what I like working for the HBGC was the staff member was pretty nice and got to work with a lot of different people and organizations. Really good is to do a lot of outreach in the community, go out to the community, hand out flyers. Hand out flyers. It was pretty cool to do all that type of stuff.
Great. Yeah, and it was great having you there. And volunteers keep our organization going. So I know you were coming in like 4 days a week, and so that made a huge difference for us to get the word out about what we do and the different things that we offer to the community. So.
So I see that you have a youth conference coming up. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, one of my favorite things that we do every year, our annual Youth Empowerment Conference. It's actually the largest youth conference in New England for LGBT youth of color. And basically it is a 2-day event this year where participants will go through a series of workshops. So they get to choose different workshops they want to attend throughout the day. And they get to meet other people who are LGBT, who are part of their community, get to learn with them and build with them. So that's day one, and then day two is focused on organizing. So those same people are going to come back together to organize around issues that they're passionate about. And so what's great about the conference is it's not just people from Boston, but we have people from New York coming, we have people from DC coming, from Chicago coming. So all throughout the country, but especially all throughout New England, coming together to make a difference. And this year we have some special guests attending the conference, one being Patrick Ian Polk, who's the creator of Noah's Ark, but also just created an awesome film called Blackbird that stars Monique and Isaiah Washington. So we're going to be screening that film and talking with Patrick Ian Polk about that. And then we have Richie Torres, who is an elected official city councilor from the Bronx, who is making history there and joining us. And then we have Denise Froham, who's a poet and spoken word artist that will also be joining us. And so lots of special guests. And one more I got to mention too, Jamal Rogers, who is a singer who was on The Voice, finalist from The Voice, who will be joining us. So lots of great star power in the room, as well as some great people who are going to be joining us to attend the conference.
Okay. So why did you pick to work for HBGC?
Good question. I feel like I didn't pick it, it picked me. And that's, I'm a co-founder of the organization, so really, we started the organization, and we, as my fiance and I, started the organization back in 2009 out of our experience moving to Boston. We were kind of miserable here because there wasn't much for us to do, or we couldn't find much to do as LGBT or as two gay men of color in the city. And so we wanted something beyond just the club scene, which wasn't that great either, but we wanted something beyond the social and the club scene here. And so we just created this organization to bring people together and to give back to the community. And so that is kind of how we survived here, is by creating something that we wanted to see. And so apparently we weren't alone, and we got other people out there supporting us, and we're just going to keep the organization going as long as possible.
Okay, so I know everybody's happy to be back in school. School starts tomorrow. It's pretty long. But how long will the youth conference be?
So you can go to our website and register for the rest of September. And then the conference is on October 4th and 5th, which is the first weekend in October. So the conference is just for 2 days, but you can learn more about it all through this month of September and register for it for free online. So like I said, it's a great opportunity, even if you're not a lesbian, bisexual, gay, or transgender youth, of color, you're more than welcome to attend the conference. You just have to be a youth under 25. So It doesn't matter if you identify with the community or not, or if you're a person of color or not, but it is a great opportunity to just meet some new people and to get some new skills and knowledge.
So we're actually gonna head to break right now. Stick around and keep joining us for a break afterwards.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Yo hablé con todos y hoy hablaremos con Carlitos. Cariño, ¿tienes hambre? Te hice una sopita.
Llegaste tarde, el partido está por acabar.
¿Por qué siempre llevas la misma camiseta? Te conté cuando tu abuelito tenía tu edad, mijito.
En casa se habla de todo, menos de los peligros de la marihuana. Tienes muchas oportunidades para hablar con tus hijos. Habla con ellos. Nadie más lo hará por ti.
Okay, welcome back. Sorry about the miscarriage, but Corey, so tell me, why did you choose Black and Latino?
Sure. As as an organization focused on. Good question. A lot of reasons, so I don't know where to start. But the easiest answer is that those were the two major racial ethnic communities that didn't have their own LGBT organization. So for the Black and Latino communities, there weren't a lot of visible leadership, and there weren't organizations who were specifically working to meet the needs of that community. Whereas for some other ethnic groups there were. So that's the easy answer, but for me personally, I'm really invested in the Black and Latino communities because I feel like we face a lot of common issues. So when we look at a lot of disparities such as education, dropout rates, or depression rates, or HIV rates, or homelessness rates, it's always, the Black and Latino community who are number one or number two on those lists who are facing those problems. And so I wanted to create an organization that would, help unite those two communities to kind of solve some of those problems, but also empower more leaders from those communities to be the solution to those problems. And also, I think what gets overlooked a lot is that there are a lot of Afro-Latinos out there. So there's a lot of Latinos who do identify as Black or come from African ancestries and history. And so, the organization also works to meet those needs and to raise visibility to Afro-Latinos and Afro-Latino LGBT people. So, that's a mix of reasons why. But, I think